Hello fellow YouTubers, Bear Prepper here. Well, it's not looking as good as I hoped. The potatoes especially. Looks like we had a grasshopper invasion or something that's just not doing well. Lost a few tomatoes, but as you can see, still have quite a few. Got tomatoes on the tomato plants. They're still pretty small, but the roots are really strong because I buried probably 3/4 of the plant. These are still not getting any bigger, but they're alive. This poor one down here. The peppers, I've got one pepper on a plant. They just haven't taken off. I think it just needs fertilizer. And they'll take off. Now, the one that surprised me was the tobacco. Look at this. There's my hand. Oops, let me zoom out. It's as big as my hand. And, oh shoot, I just stepped on one. But got a few. None of the seeds that I planted directly came up. Well, maybe one or two did. There's one there. Let's get that. Where's the water? Need to get the water next to it. Ah, and there's another one. So some of them are still coming up, I guess. But all the seeds I planted at this end, not a one came up. I guess I'm not surprised. But, so, I would say make sure you pre-start your tobacco for sure. Because it's just wasted effort otherwise. Up, we got another one here. We're going to put some more hay down. See if we can conserve the water a little better. And get it where it needs to go. So let me walk you through. Green peppers. And the one pepper I have is down here. Right there, just starting. So that's a good sign. Tomatoes. No tomatoes on this row, but these are doing really good. 3 or 4 on each of these. Big one down there. And over there, they're just kind of everywhere. So it looks like we are going to have a nice tomato crop this year. A big one there. The plants are about halfway up my knee. So they aren't that big. This one is. That's the biggest plant, and it comes up to my knee. These are, oh man, these are either spaghetti squash or some sort of zucchini, I think.
What was that herb that you planted?
My stevia. My stevia was down there, I think. So these are some type of squash plant. I can't remember for sure which one. I'll have to go back and look at my video. Then we have some more tomato plants. Not a single tomato on them. We do have flowers though, so that's a good sign. And then potato plants. They just all look shriveled up leaves, which means their nutrients have been sapped. But this place has been covered with grasshoppers. And we found a grasshopper dead on the electric fence, so we know the electric fence works. So these just don't look as good as I would hope. They're wet underneath, so the water did fine. But they'll still produce. We're going to cover them up with hay again. This is where I did the stevia. Not a single plant came up. So, start your stevia in pots. Don't risk putting them directly in the ground. And then here's the other squash plant. And then we have the garlic. Going to plant a lot more garlic next year now that the deer aren't eating it. And I don't remember what we tried to plant here. I think it was stevia again. And then strawberries, of course, the strawberries start right here. I have one. And then there was only 2 of them with flowers on them. So I cut the flowers off because I just want them to grow this year. Well, I thought I got the flowers off all of them, but apparently not. Hey, I'm still working. Thank you for letting me know they all just grow in one stalk. So I could just pick off the stalk. The newly planted asparagus is coming up great. It's filling in all the empty holes. Some of it's just now breaking through the surface because of the hay. But it's coming through. Probably can't see that one. There you go, a teeny tiny one. Some of them broke free pretty quickly, and look how thick that hay is. And it broke free. So, it's looking really good. Not too shabby. Alright, so we're going to put some hay on, and I'll show you when we're done. Okay, so this is after the hay results. So, I saw a seed on one of these, which is always a good sign. I think it was down here. It looks like it fell off when we were putting the hay. So it's down there somewhere. But the strawberries are hidden in there. Took all the berries off of them. And the squash. I'll annotate what kind of squash this is. But what I was curious about, if someone had an idea what was going on with my sweet potatoes. Was it the heat? Is it something sapping the nutrients out of it? You see the white dots and the curled leaves? We've got a lot of grasshoppers, but I'm not sure what it is. I don't see any bugs, but it looks like, of course, there's bug damage. Is that the only problem with all the grasshoppers? Or is it water? Tell me what you think. Any help I can get would be appreciated. And they all look the same. So whatever it is, I hit them all. And then these are the tomato plants I bought. They're doing okay. You can't barely see the squash in here. It's not very big yet, but I think we've got not enough water. So we've got it every 3 days for an hour. We're going to up it to an hour and a half. But it's nice to see tomatoes on here already. Put some more hay around everything. These are specialty. This is the Merced. And this is another one. I don't know why we didn't get hay around it. But they aren't doing very well. But time will tell. Pepper plants. I'm really pleased with the tobacco. I got to be careful in here because there's a bunch of little ones that did come up from the seed. So I'm excited. And, you know, of course, they're real small. So I'd just be starting. Now, what bug will eat tobacco? Because they ate the crud out of it. But it looks healthy. I can't wait. Just beautiful. Got a couple of these big ones. See, there's one over there. And this one here. And they look really healthy. Except for a few bug holes. But I mean, they look like they're in great shape. So I think they like the garden. Much better than last year. If any of you remember last year, I think the only thing that came up was a couple of asparagus. Nothing else came up. So I'm really pleased. So hopefully, next time I come out here with the increased water, we'll have even greater results. And maybe one of you will figure out what's up with my potato plants. They were doing so good last time I was out here. That was a month ago, though. So it's been a month. These guys have been on their own. managing themselves, which I think is just wonderful. And there's the shed. Real close to the garden. Oh, and the questions I got on the electric fence. When I did the video, we hadn't put them up yet. But we do have signs. We have signs there and there. Another one up there by the switch. And at the other end. So if humans try to come, at least they can see. Alright, we're planting the orchard. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go alongside the garden. And we're going to extend this out to the creek. We're going to take down these dead cedars, get them out of the way, keep the oaks here. And we have had visitors still. Not happy campers. But we're going to go out this way. All the way down the creek. Remove this fence. And make this just one big bed. And put all the trees here. And come up probably to that oak tree right there. Middle of the screen. And then up around to the other end of the garden by the water tank. So that's probably what we're going to do. And that'll be in 2 weeks. Blessings.